Hello everyone, KB2 Enjoyer here and welcome back to a new episode of Sprocket. First of all, I want to just to mention it, I hope the volume is fine now because in the previous video I made the War Thunder one, which you should check out because it was great. But anyways, I just hope that the volume is right, it should be. Anyways, in the previous episode I explained that in this new episode we would try to finally fight in this campaign by using all the tanks I created and designed in the previous episodes. And today we're finally here. So, how will this work? Well, we will go by order. So in this case I will take the WW1, and by order we will play this campaign, which is the No Man's Land. It is a First World War period of scenario, and the objective is to destroy at least 70% of the enemy artillery. The only issue is that we will have to cross this huge map with mud, puddles of water, trenches, and also artillery fire, and we have to cross all of that to get at the end of the map and fight enemy tanks and destroy the enemy artillery. But so to do so we need a really good tank, and we have exactly 5 tanks to try. We will see which one is the best one at completing this map. So I will start with a WW1, of course. So by order, we will start with the WW1. So in the first episode, this was the first tank I made, and in the first episode, which you should check out also because it was really good. But this tank is a very small tank. It's inspired from the A7, the German A7V, and it has a box shape kinda, and it presents a rather good armor for its period of time, which is a tank with a good frontal armor because the front is very angled, and the enemy tanks in the YT series no one of them could penetrate directly this tank frontally. The only issue is that the gun of the tank is placed on the front and it doesn't have a turret, so we can only shoot frontally, and this is probably the only issue about this tank. But I think it's a good idea to start right now playing this scenario. So we can see the WW1 driving through the mud, and it seems like it has a very good speed and mobility, even though there's a lot of mud. Usually to play this map you should build usually a tank with wide tracks in order to move correctly on the mud, and it seems like the WW1 doesn't have that problem of mobility, which is perfect. But now the only thing that I'm worried about is actually crossing the trenches, because this tank is not very long, and to cross the trenches we need a tank that is fast, light, and long to have the possibility of crossing from one side to another of the enemy defenses. And I can see right there that the enemy is shooting artillery, so we have to be very careful. By the way, I don't have my headphones on right now, so I don't hear anything, so I will not hear the enemies bombing us. But don't worry guys. Here you can see here we have this sort of wooden bridge, and I would go right there because they can help us to cross the trenches, and also I think we might be able to do it, but we must be careful because they might break. But no, we did it. So yes, it looks like the WW1 is really doing a good job. Let's be careful because there's a lot of craters of explosions with which if we get stuck in them we will lose. We might have problems traveling through this part of the map, and oh boy. Okay, but we are getting close guys. The WW1 is really overpowered. I think in the previous episodes we could see that most of the tanks I created were not able to penetrate frontally this tank, and they had to get close or to aim specifically on one exact point. Okay, the tanks are attacking us, and I think we might be dead in this case. Yeah, because we don't have a turret, and the only thing I can do is to move on the right. Or actually, I don't think I'm moving the tank. I think that I'm falling from this hill right there. But if I can aim exactly there, no, my engine is dead. Well, but you can see, okay, they destroyed us, of course. Yeah. Oh, I'm stuck. So, of course, the AI of the allied tanks are not the best ones. Okay, let's change tank. Yeah, I did it. Okay, looks like every single one of them. Okay, this is we might have a problem. Okay, so I think yeah, as I said, the main issue about the WW1 is the fact that we do not have a turret, and I cannot turn left for some reason. I think because I have to gain speed, and that guy is stuck in the trenches. Yes, guys, I think we might have to restart this game because the AI is actually not that great on this map. Yeah, let's just restart. But it was a good try. We saw that we managed to cross the biggest part of the map, which is perfect. The only issue, as I said before at the beginning, is that we do not have a turret, so it would be not easy to destroy the artillery, the enemy tanks and artillery. But anyways, let's try. I would say that we try 2 times for each tank, maybe maximum 3 times in case of need, because then this video would be too much long, like 1 hour, just to check which tank is the best one. Because the problem of this scenario, I think, is that the map is very big, and it takes a long time to finish this scenario. But let's try anyways. I'm feeling positive about the WW1 actually. It was the first tank I built, and one of the probably the most simple designs I made so far. But it is still quite effective in some ways. So I see there's an artillery gun right there. Or is it a tank? No, it's an artillery gun. Yeah, 80 gun destroyed. And we were hit at the engine, but we can still move, hopefully. So let's try. So our first enemy 80 gun destroyed. This is perfect. I think there's another 80 gun right there. But we must be careful because the enemy tanks are coming soon. Oh, they're right there. No, I cannot aim properly to shoot there because we don't have a turret. And I'm falling inside this hole. So let's try to move on the right. This is the main obstacle of this map. It is not actually the tanks or the 80 guns. It's just the landscape. Okay, I see the tanks. Okay, we have to aim higher, way higher. Okay, we penetrated the enemy tank. Let's try again. Okay, still not quite enough to be effective to destroy immediately the tank. Oh, but the enemy is moving. Okay, they destroyed us. And this tank is at the beginning of the map? What? For what reason? That guy is stuck right there. Let's calculate. So we destroyed 180 gun. And now we have enemy tanks. I do not have my headphones on, so I cannot really hear them from far away. That's maybe one issue. Okay, I see yeah. Okay, wow, we destroyed him like after 700 shots. But there's someone else right there. Oh wait, the ground isn't letting me change position. Is that the same guy I destroyed? I think yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because he's not moving. Anyways, there's someone else right there. Yeah, as I don't have a turret, it's not easy to aim. And it's the main concern I have. Okay. We're hitting the enemies. Like, I can see that we kinda can penetrate sometimes. But the gun is not big enough to destroy them immediately. So this is an issue. And our engine is heavily damaged, which decreased our mobility. And the WW1 is probably good, for what I can see. It is probably a good tank to transport troops safely, but across the trenches, but not to actually fight while crossing, because we do not have a turret. If this tank had a turret, though, maybe we would have an opportunity to win this scenario, because the WW1 seems like a tank with good possibilities of winning. At least doesn't seem very effective to fight. Of course, it's not a tank made for fighting. I can see that definitely. If it had a bigger gun, probably this tank would be way more effective. But still, to cross the trenches, to move through this landscape, this tank is actually very good. It's perfect, probably one of the best, the best ones we could probably use on this video. Of course, you can see I'm shooting him and I'm still hitting the enemy, but my gun is not powerful enough to make critical damage. And as I do not have a turret, I have to move my tank, and it's not easy to be precise with the shots. But two enemy tanks destroyed. If I can destroy the other two enemy tanks, we probably can win this map, this scenario, because we will only have to move across the map and then slowly destroy the enemy artillery. Okay, no, I'm getting stuck, guys. You see, yeah, I can see that our tank, one other problem with this tank, possibly, it's not a major problem, but as you can see, there is no space, not enough space between the ground and the bottom of the tank, which makes this problem that we get stuck easily, like this, basically. I mean, this video is probably longer than usual, which I hope you will appreciate. But if you want shorter videos, of course I will make them shorter. That's why I try to make a sort of sped up videos about Sprocket, my Sprocket gameplay, because it takes a long time to design a tank, and it's boring. It gets boring listening to someone speaking about the process of building, unless it's a short video. But in this video it is a different one, it is a special one, because after this video we will finally design tanks from the interwar period, which I'm excited because I already prepared a video about the YT6. I see something right there. I don't know if it's a tank or an enemy artillery or if it's a tree. I would say it's a tree, even though it looks suspicious. So let's try to aim right there. Oh no, I'm getting stuck. I lost speed. Okay, yeah, the reverse speed of this tank is also amazing. And we have a lot of ammunition, so even though we miss, we have a lot of possibilities to fight. But guys, I think that this tank is not strong enough to finish this scenario. Okay, done. I know it's not perfect. The WW1 did a great job in moving across the trenches. It was successful on deflecting some shots. Maybe not all of them, but it was still a tank that could survive. But it is not a tank made for combat. But now let's try with the YT2, which is a heavy, medium heavy, I don't know, probably it's a medium, even though I would say it's a heavy tank, but it's a medium heavy tank, and it has a turret, which is good, with a bigger caliber, which is definitely good. It has a better armor than WW1, which is way better. The only issue, probably, the mobility of this tank, and I can see that this tank is actually not that bad. It is fast, not perfectly fast as the WW1. The WW1 is faster. The only issue with this tank I can see, at least I imagine, is that it gets stuck easier on slopes and uneven ground, and I'm getting problems just by moving on the left. But I think that this gun, well, not just that I think, but I'm sure that this tank can easily destroy enemy tanks. But it's not made perfectly to move in the mud. But we have to see now, because we also have to cross the trenches. And if you remember the second video I made, this tank was not perfectly able to cross the trenches. We didn't try it much. That's a thing that I realized. We didn't try this much this tank to see if it's not really able to cross the trenches. But today we will finally see if this tank is worthy of fighting on this scenario. So let's go on the bridge right there. Okay, the bridge collapsed, but we still managed to cross the trenches, which is good. It is good. I don't care if the bridge collapsed. Okay, we are getting closer to the enemy area, so I have to make sure that I can see the enemies from far away. And I see artillery guns. Okay, some of them at least. Okay, and on top of them, of the screen, you can see that there is only 4 of us, while for the WW1, as we were a lighter tank, there was 7 or 8 of us, I don't remember correctly. Okay, it's not easy to aim, because I don't understand if I think it's going behind the artillery. So let's aim lower. I just want to make sure that... Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was shooting too far away. Okay, so 1 artillery destroyed. Now it's time to go. And yes, the WW2 is actually pretty good at crossing the trenches, which is perfect. AT gun. Oh wow, that was a close one. Oh yeah, the gun, of course, the caliber is bigger, which makes harder to aim precisely. The other problem that I realized is that this tank doesn't have too much ammunition, so if we waste our shots, it might be a real problem. Wow, our artillery is really trying. Okay, we have to fight the tanks. The enemy tanks are there. They arrived, and I see them. Our gun should be able to destroy them easily. We only have 27 shots, so I wouldn't... Yeah, this gun is perfect. So I don't want to waste them. Okay, no, I have to move to angle my tank properly, because they are penetrating me from the sides. But yes, this gun is perfect. Okay, well, we have only 2 enemy tanks and 3. Wow, this guy is at the beginning really big. The AI doesn't work for some reason. I mean, it's fine. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh boy, I did a big mistake. Well, let's try with other tanks. Okay, seems like this guy is still at the beginning. Maybe it's a good thing, because if every single one of them moves, they might get destroyed more easily. But yes, okay, there's someone right there. We have only 15 shots on this tank? What? Okay, higher, way higher. Higher. Okay, almost close. We have to aim a bit on the right and a bit higher. Good, good, good on the left. Okay, close. Okay, he's running away. He knows he's in danger. He's in danger. Ah, perfect. That's perfect. That was a nice shot. Okay, I need speed though, because to cross this sort of line, I will get stuck definitely, like the other, the first time with the WW1. There's someone there. I don't know if it's a tank or if it's an AT gun. It might be an AT gun because I don't see movement. But I see smoke coming from, well, that's my fault. I got stuck right there. But we have one last chance before trying a second time. But what I can I say is that the WW1, okay, lacks firepower. It lacks, at least it lacks the ability to fight. The WW2 though, it has a great firepower. You can see the caliber is way bigger, and it has a turret. It only lacks the mobility, or the power actually, not the mobility, the power of the engine, which makes this tank good to cross the trenches, but definitely more about damaging the trenches and the tanks, because this tank uses APHE shells, which are more explosives than AP shells. And there's someone right there. On this side, it's an AT gun, I'm sure, but I don't see it. There's too much smoke, and there's the fog that doesn't let me see. I think there's something right there, but it might be a tree. Oh wait! Oh no, it's it. That's it. That's an AT gun, I think. I have to aim a bit higher, like this, or maybe it's a tank. No, I think it's an AT gun. Okay, I can see the shadow of it, the shape. Yeah, that's an AT gun, definitely. Oh, artillery, actually. Oh, good. So, 2 artillery cannons destroyed. We have only one enemy tank. If we destroy the enemy tank, I would say that we can conclude that this tank has won this scenario. It's not very fair because we have to destroy every single artillery cannon, but to do so it will take a long time, so I don't exactly know, unless maybe we can spot the enemy artillery. I don't think so, but I'm stuck on the slow because I don't have enough power on the engine. So let's go back, and I don't see any bridge, so that might be a problem. So I would go on this side and try to cross the trenches without using a bridge. Let's see. Okay, no, the WW2 does a very great job. So WW2 actually is very, very effective for this campaign. It is way better than what I expected. Oh well, yes, artillery, enemy artillery is the the main issue now. Let's try again, and then we go with the WW3. It has been, I think, half an hour that I've been recording. I think this video will be at least 30 minutes, 40 minutes long, which is way too much, I think. So yes, I will definitely split this video in 2 parts. Also because you can enjoy, I think it's way better if you enjoy in separate times. So, you know, you see the WW1, WW2, and WW3 and you say, oh wow, okay, between them, the best one is this, in your opinion, or in the design, or in the effectiveness. And then you see, you say, oh yeah, I just hope that the next video comes out soon so we can see which one is better. This is risky. This is very dangerous. I think I will just the bridge will collapse if I try to cross it from this angle. But I'm stuck on the mud and it's not easy to move. So let's try anyways. We're doing it. Yes. Perfect. That's great. Oh no, I think I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. No, I can't move. I can't move. Well, yeah. Mobility for this tank is not quite good. I could have tried with other tanks, but I think that the outcome would be the same. But for now, YT2 had a big advantage against the YT1. But now we get serious now. Now we have the YT3, which is a design that inspired by the Mark V. But I think that the main issue now, I think it's something in between the YT1 and YT2. That the main issue is not only speed, but also the firepower, because it doesn't have a very big caliber of a gun, and also doesn't have a turret. So fighting and moving across the trenches will probably not be easy. The armor is great, I would say, so probably it will survive more enemy shots from the enemy tanks. It is less powerful than the YT1, probably there's less acceleration, but still the engine's power is strong enough to move across the ground, the uneven ground. But now it's the moment of truth. Will this tank be able to cross the trenches? I think it might be a bit too heavy. But no, the bridge didn't collapse, so yes, this is actually good. Well, I expected less from this tank, but well, we have to see now, because we have to fight the enemy tanks, and once they spawn, and we also have to cross the rest of the map and get to the enemy artillery. And of course, if you didn't know, this campaign is the hardest one of the game of Sprocket, and it's the first one. It's the hardest one because the conditions are harsh. You have this ground, and the technology used is not really advanced, which makes sense, completely reflects the historical accuracy, I would say, of the tank warfare during the First World War. It looks realistic in the sense that the way the gameplay is done in this campaign is very realistic. It is not really balanced on how you play it, but how you design a tank. And we are getting destroyed by this guy. We don't have a good gun, I told you. The gun is not powerful enough. I think it's even less effective than the one from the YT1. We are getting destroyed. I cannot move. My engine is destroyed, and I can only suffer. So let's try with another tank. And of course, all of them are at the beginning of the map for some unknown reason. So it will take a long journey just to get back on the place we were. But at least we spawned the enemy tanks, so now we could be able to fight them from a distance. And we have a lot of ammunition, but I don't think it will be enough to destroy all of them just for one tank, because I think that it will take at least 15-20 shots to destroy an enemy tank, and one of us just got destroyed. Okay, we have to aim properly. The gun is not the best thing ever on this tank. Okay, we penetrated the armor, but still it is not enough, it is not effective, because the enemy is not directly showing the front of their tank in front of us, so they are angled, and it will be way harder to destroy them. I think the only thing the only way I can destroy them is by setting a fire in their engine. Okay, destroyed. Okay, maybe we can destroy him, this guy, way sooner because he looks like he's in a good position for us. Yes, 3 shots. And we're doing great. The YT3, it's something in between the YT1 and YT2, I would suggest, for what I can see, at least. Okay. Now I'm having memory losses. Did we destroy this guy? Yes, I think so. He's not moving, so. Okay, now crossing these trenches will not be easy, so let's go on the bridge again. Now, this will be a dangerous move. We might get stuck on here. The bridge probably will collapse under our tracks. And I'm not moving for some reason. I think I have to take some speed before moving on the bridge. Okay. Looks like the bridge is still intact. Okay, one piece just exploded. But it's alright. We can do it. We only have 2 enemy tanks. Some 80 gun. I see somewhere right there it's an 80 gun. Exactly. And then we'll have to destroy artillery. We didn't destroy yet the enemy artillery. So let's remember this. The YT1 destroyed. With the YT1 we destroyed 1 artillery cannon. With the YT2 we destroyed 2 artillery cannons. Now we will have to see, can we destroy all of them with the YT3? That's what I want to see. Even though I don't think we will be able to do it, because if we get hit by the enemy artillery, I think that we are pretty dead. So maybe we can time this up and wait for the well, I lost speed. Maybe if we wait the enemy to shoot the artillery, then we can cross it. I don't want to get stuck, so let's go. If they do not hit me, okay, we can do it. Wow, that was close, guys. One of them was right behind me. Okay, we can do it. We can do it. Come on, YT3, you can do it. I see a tank right there. I think it's alive. No, here. Oh, he's behind the... He might be alive, I think he's... We can do it, guys. Okay. Yes, we survived the enemy artillery strike. So, the only... Oh, wait. Let's go. Yeah, this is not... Let's go on this side and attack that tank, because I think it's it is still operating. I think it's just waiting for me to cross this part of the map. Oh wait, I cannot move forward for some reason. I think that I don't have enough power to push the tank through the mud right there. I can see, yeah, there's too much mud here. The wheels are under the mud. But there was something, yeah, I see there, it's an 80 gun, I think. If we can survive it, yeah, just to move. Okay, maybe, yeah, we can do it. Come on, YT3, I believe in you. You're doing a great job. Okay. No, I cannot move. Oh, maybe it's because of the side skirts. Oh, well, I think it's because the side skirts are getting stuck on the mud. So the wheels, the tracks do not have enough power to push the tank forward. Okay, we did it, guys. It's possible. We can do it. We just have to take the right way to cross this part of the map and get behind the enemy line and destroy the artillery. Because there are still two enemy tanks alive, and we destroyed 2 of them. I see 1 right there, 2, 3. So one of them is alive, and I think it's this one. And for some reason he's not shooting me. I think it's just waiting me to cross him, so he thinks that he's dead, and then to shoot me from behind, because probably he cannot. And he's looking at me, directly at me. It's not easy to, guys, trust me, it's not easy to control this tank. Okay. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Come on. No. I'm getting stuck. Yeah, I think it's because of the side skirts. And since I don't have a turret, this is the only thing I can do. I can just move my tank perfectly in front of the animal. No. Okay, we're there. I can do it. He might be dead already, but I think he's alive. I cannot penetrate him from the front. Well, that's very sad. So let's just go on this way because it looks the ground looks more even than on the left. Just afraid to fall on this. Oh no! If I fall on this crater, it might be the end for the YT3. I mean, we did a pretty good job. 2 tanks destroyed. We crossed all trenches with no actual problem, and we even survived the enemy artillery strike. So, something is shooting at me from behind. So if we, theoretically, if we can get past this, if we can, at least, we should be able to win. I think, even though maybe I finish now to play this. Yeah, there's something shooting at me. I think it's a tank. I think I destroyed that guy already. I should have did it. Well, let's watch behind us. Okay, oh yeah, he's there. It's an AT gun though. Oh wow, it was the guy. Yeah, it was him. He was alive. He was still alive. He was just waiting me to get closer. It is important to build a tank that is fast and that can cross the trenches. And I'm stuck. Well, guys, I think I will end this part here. You could see it was not important to win the actual scenario. Like, if we can win if we can win it, that's amazing. But the important part is to see which of the tanks is the best one to actually be used in the First World War. And in resume for this part, the WW1 have shown to be very, very reliable on mobility. It was a fast tank that could easily cross the trenches through the bridges, and since it is a very light tank, it didn't have problems on crossing trenches or moving through the landscape, but it lacks the ability to fight the enemies. It doesn't have a turret, and the gun is not powerful enough to penetrate or to deal very heavy damages to the enemies. And so this is the only small issue about the YT1. The YT2 completely goes on the opposite way of the spectrum. The YT2 has a very powerful cannon. It has a turret which grants this tank the ability to fight and destroy easily the enemy tanks, but it lacks mobility, or at least not really mobility, but the power of the engine is not sufficient to move through the slopes, and this tank would be perfect for a very plain map, but this map is not made for probably the YT2. And then we tried the YT3, which was something in between the YT1 and the YT2. So it didn't have a turret, and the gun is not the best one ever, probably even worse than the YT1's gun. So this tank borrows the ability of fighting of the YT1, and it is not powerful like the YT2. So it is something in between, but incredibly, even though it was something in between, it was still able to do more than the YT2. The YT2, yes, destroyed 2 artillery cannons, so basically we should say that the YT2 was more effective because the objective is to destroy 70% of the enemy artillery. But the YT3 did more progress, probably because the weight and the power is in between. Well, it weighs more than the YT2, but the power probably of the engine, or there's something in the YT3 that makes it more special, more peculiar than the YT1 and the YT2. But this is everything for these videos. I'm sorry if this video is very long, but I think that we can consider this as a special video for the 100 subscribers. Late. Unfortunately, I had to do this video way before, but I had problems, as you know, in the last video. And next time we will finish analyzing the other two tanks I made. The YT4, which is a super heavy tank, and I have expectations of... well, it's not that heavy. It's heavy like the YT3, kinda, even less, which is incredible. And then we have, of course, the YT5, which is a very small tank, but it might have the best, probably, stats, speed, weight, even gun. Well, not really gun, but might have enough power to win this scenario, or at least not win it, but win the showdown between the World War I YT series. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope that you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and if you subscribe, it really helps me a lot. And see you in the next video of Sprocket. Bye.